I actually do like that one. So let's go into information now. Excuse me. Drunk screen. I'm trying to hit information here, please. Okay, skills 10. Hey everybody, welcome back. Falcon, day 7 a.m. Dead in Bermuda. We're not dead in Bermuda just yet, but it's getting a bit more riskier, but that's okay. We're still pulling through over here. So I went off camera, and I decided, as we ended last episode, we got the required tools needed for the fishing rod. So we have now Yuri and Bob ready to start fixing, or not fixing, but at least building the fishing rod for us, which is good. Alice is going to go out and harvest on her own. I decided to move people over here to start dealing with depression, and since they're a little bit fatigued as well, this will actually have a two-pronged effect, both fatigue and depression down a little bit, so we don't have to have everybody kind of depressed at the same time. So they'll do that. I'm going to have Ileana just research on her own. They have to finish this fishing rod as soon as possible. The efficiency for it is actually 2.05, so maybe with any luck, that means we could probably finish it in one go. That would be amazing, because then it means that by PM time, you could actually go fishing already. And then you're going to actually have to find some food, Alejandro. So we're ready to go. Let's go forward over here, and let's not waste any more time. Scavenging +1, he leveled up. 1 wood, 1 rope. We don't really need that right now. 1 regular meal or medium meal. Terrible ones. We got some first aid magazine. He really got nothing much for us, so I'm upset about that. Please give me the fishing rod in one go. No. Only 27% grafting with a 2-point-something efficiency. That means I'm going to need to probably take 3 more runs at it before we're done. Oh, their fatigue is going to actually start playing a role into it too. I'm not too happy about it, but you know, it happens. Depression down 2. Nice. 0 for just about all of them. Fatigue in green. Almost fatigue there, and there you go. Okay. They had a pretty good talk as well, so their affinity went up. 2 fruit. That's the least she could have actually acquired, because it was like a 2 to 4 if I'm right, on her own. Actually, it's 1 to 3, so, you know, she did something. Alrighty. You guys have to continue doing it. I'm sorry if you're tired or depressed. Oh, Yuri. I have no more coffee as well, as the problem. Alright, Alejandro, let's get you to get some skills progressed over here. Scavenging could be useful right now as well. Constitution. Ah, boy. Alright, so we use you as a scavenger and sometimes maybe as a backup crafter. You're at 40 right now. How is your general fatigue and depression? Depressed a bit. Quite a bit, as a matter of fact. You and Yuri need to, like, have a powwow, it does seem. But man, we need that fishing rod up and running. Wait a minute here for a second. We have a chocolate box. 33. This is probably the best time to use it. Okay. So, down to 13 depression, which is fine. Everything else, though. Everything else is still an issue for the most part. Rum could help me out with Alejandro, maybe. Maybe. It'd be a shot in the dark here. We'd have to get some good rolls for depression to go down quite a bit more. Let's give it a try. Alejandro's constitution went up to 52. His hunger went up. His sickness went down. And his depression went down a bit. By 9. So we almost got the max output of depression, but we got hungry a bit. You know what? That's okay. I actually do like that one. So let's go into information now. Excuse me. Drunk screen. I'm trying to hit information here, please. Okay, skills 10. Let's go into... boy. Crafting would require strength, and then constitution would be the other one as well. Agility is for cooking and drying meals, which you probably won't be doing much of. Let's go scavenging up. Constitution up a bit. And 59 scavenging. Okay, there you go. You have to find some more meals for us right now. You guys have to work through it. I'm sorry, Yuri, that you're really fatigued, but dog, I need this up as soon as possible. So, there you go. You guys have to move out of here, though. Winters does have a level up, however. 11 points, great. You are exploring, and you're going to be giving us some backup with the harvesting as well for food, which is run by Constitution. Right. So let's get you up to like 50 Constitution for now, and we'll drop the rest into harvesting. And I think you are hunger 23, fatigue 21, still kind of tired. They all are, as a matter of fact. Doesn't matter. You're going to come over here and start harvesting for me. Alice, you guys together can do 2 to 5, right? What if I removed you? 1 to 3. No. So Alice might have to come over here and stick around for harvesting for some more fruit. How much fruit do we have right now? We are up to 4. Yeah, we need a lot more. Especially because we're not sure if Alejandro's going to find any more food for us. Exploration and fatigue. Oh, man, I almost feel like just putting them into the sleeping area and having them rest and then have them ready to go for tomorrow. Yeah. We don't really need wood right now, so scavenging is not too important with Jacob. And Julia, we don't necessarily need to explore any islands or any more. I mean, we could, but it's gonna probably have to take a break from everything else. So, yeah. You guys rest, they harvest, you research, you build, and you scavenge. Let's go forward. 1 wood, 1 rope, 1 painkiller, 4 barely edible stuff. Ginseng juice is actually really good for fatigue. We only found 1, though. Would have preferred a bit more, but okay. Crafting +1. Oh, guys, we're so close. We have 1 more, and we should get that fishing rod up and running, it does seem. They had a bit of a fallout, though. Hopefully not too bad. Ileana. She's researching the cooking station, if I'm right. So after you get the fishing rod, you could make the cooking station, which you could then actually use to cook your food, your fish, and your fresh meat, so it doesn't cause sickness. 6 fruit! Really, really good. Thank you guys so much for that. +6, and we go into nighttime. This is the one that worries me a bit right now, because we're doing not too great, but not too bad. But this night here could potentially ruin a lot of things, so we have a -1. It's been a week since, you know, yeah. Between you and me, if you had asked me whether we would survive 1 week after the day we crashed, I'm not sure what I would have answered. Why the long faces? That's good news, no? We should celebrate, maybe cook some sort of cake. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Why is Yuri like the deepest talker of everybody in this group, it does seem? He doesn't talk too much, but when he does, it's just kind of like, Yuri? That's relatively deep, dog. Yes, let's have a cake, and maybe we can offer each other presents, too. Stupid little girl, it's a miracle you survive with this level of carelessness. Oh. You know what? He might look like John a bit with the attire, and maybe if you shaved his head. But John was actually relatively a kind dude through most of Lost, and then, you know, towards the end he started getting really, like, angry and stuff, but he was a kind dude. Remember when he put the orange thing in his mouth, and he was trying to make the kids happy? Ah, I love that guy. Keep saying that over and over, don't I? Ah, well, I do. Stop it, Jacob. You can think what you want, but you have respect for a child. Stop considering me as a child. I can take care of my own too. I think keeping our morale up is as important as finding food. You don't know what the first cause of death for lost people is: suicide? Okay, let's calm down, everyone. We're all a little bit tense. Let's sleep it over and continue the best we can. Everybody, Alejandro's depression went up to 42. That's really, really bad. Ileana's went up to 16. Jacob's went up to 13. Everybody went up. Really, game? So after a week, it just basically hits you with a 10 depression. Oh, I don't like that too much. Okay. Well, not too thrilled about that. Let's see what we have here. 9 barely edible. Luckily, we did have some fruit here. Okay. So we're going to have to bust these on everybody. So who's closer to 25? I guess you probably would be right now, so we'll give you some here. Right now, we're just looking for green bars at the very least, so you are next over here. Let's get you with 1 more. That should do it, just about. And I guess we'll go with Alice over here. 1 more should just about do it, just barely, and then we have 1 left over, which we'll use on, I guess, Yuri. Okay. We have 1 meal left over. Who is going to take it? I'm going to say probably Julia, because she's at 43. And then we have to start using our fruit. We have 1 more edible meat, though, so there is that. You know what? Winter's at 39, so we'll give it to her. This will bring her into the green. And then we start feeding our fruit over to these individuals here. Oh boy, I forgot all about Alejandro and Ileana here. Oh boy. It's not going to be enough to get them into the green either. We're going to have to use all of our fruit left over for that. That's going to have to. I can't really. I guess we'll have to do that one. Our water supply is going to be really low soon. So there is that. Okay. That's all I could really do for now. Fire intensity is at 62. Water supplies are at 26, so we have 3 more days with water. Let's go forward. Alright, let's go ahead and stoke our fire while we're at it too. We have a bit of wood left over from the fishing rod. 88 sounds pretty good to me. And you guys are rested now, for the most part. Fatigue 10. Fatigue 2. Okay. We are ready to go. So, you girls over here, you're at 40 and you're at 30. You're going to bring in how much fruit? 2 to 5? You might actually have to work through your tiredness here a little bit. You guys should be done with this next time around, hopefully, right? Yuri, I know you're really tired, dog, but I need that fishing rod by the PM time. And then Alejandro, you have to scavenge a bit more, dude. Ileana has a level up, though, so let's find out about Ileana's information here. We have 14 skill points for her. Okay. So, I feel like she needs to start moving into something else. You know, I can't just have her research over and over and over. She has to give me a little bit of backup with something else now. So, the thing is, she's slow in everything else, too. I have to invest a lot of points. Probably the reason why they give you so many points with Ileana is because she has really low stats everywhere else, so you do have to pump her up quite a bit. I guess we could just keep her strictly knowledge-based, though. Maybe intelligence and knowledge? Because intelligence would be for researching, and knowledge is for researching as well. Well, let's pump her up to 90. Maybe a bit of discussion? No. What's agility for? Cooking and drying meals? But her cooking is actually pretty terrible. Well, let's do Constitution, no. Get some more knowledge in here, I suppose. And then 7 points left over. If your agility's pretty high to actually cook, we might as well start teaching you how to cook now. Okay. Assuming we even get to that point. Alright guys, I need that fishing rod done today. You have to... Man. We need food, dog. You need to find some food. I don't care how tired you are. I need food. 51 scavenging. Yeah, you have to stay there. You continue doing your researching. And... do we need supplies soon? Maybe. But, not the building variety. So you come over here and research with her. Depression's at 21. Let's see. Julia, let's go out and send you to explore, I'm going to say. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself to find a new area. You're at only 84 efficiency. Send Winters out there. How would this play out? 36 harvesting? No, but we need fruit because we're low on food. So yeah, we're going to probably have to explore with Julia on her own. And it's going to be a while before she finds something. Maybe 2 tries before we find a new area. Anything on the map that's new? Not really. Do we want to reduce fatigue for depression? I don't think I could really afford that with a lot of these people because their depression is relatively high. For instance, right now, depression, if we look at this here really quickly, it'll be telling us, let's see here. Depression. Well, it's not telling me it normally, I guess it's not affecting me right now, but normally when they're depressed about something, use item. No. Well, I guess I'm not sure what I'm looking for. That's fine. So you need to find some food, you need to craft, and then research. Nobody resting for now. You guys scavenge fruit, and then you go out and search. Let's go forward here. Find food. 4 drugs. I'm not sure what those are for. 2 barely edible stuff, 1 dried meal. That's about it, huh? Oof. We're in the red, a little bit in the orange now. Alright, we got the fishing station at the very least, so we could probably send Bob to fish in the PM now. Great. That should bring in some food. If we could get some food, I think we should be fine, because then we could have people start resting a bit, start having some chats. We don't have to progress any more stations, but as long as we have a little bit of an ample supply of food coming in, we could kind of get everybody down to a significant, decent portion to just rest up and have some chats to deal with the depressions and the tiredness. 6 fruit is really good to see. Alrighty, and then 2+ for the conversation or their affinity. 70 over here, great. We'll send you out one more time, Julia. And you'll find the area next time around. You guys are going to continue after finding some fruit for now. And you are done here, so... You're depressed, a bit fatigued, but that's going to have to wait. You, my friend, are coming down here to start fishing. You're at 73. I do have some fishing bait. Boom. Up to 83 when he's not tired or depressed. So now it's going to be 77. You have a chance of bringing in 0 to 6 fish, huh? Okay, that's going to have to do. And I think the backup fisherman might be Jacob, if I'm correct here. Fishing is 28, 19, 57 for Jacob, and 77 for Bob. Yep. You guys are trying to research the stove. That's going to have to wait. Well, actually, you can continue to do it, Ileana. You're going to come over here and give me a hand with fishing. So both of you will fish, and now the chance of getting fish is going to be 0 to 10. The 0 really worries me a lot because there is a chance you get no fish with fishing, by the way. That's a really hit or miss type of way to get food. But right now we can't really... We have no choice. We have no food other than fruit. He's not finding any more meals over here. I think at this point... What are the drugs for, by the way? Let me see. No, stay right there. Let's see. Use item. We found drug. Where'd the drugs go? Hey, who took the drugs? Which one of you got wise guys is over here smuggling drugs now? Big trunk. Is it in here? You might need to convert it to something else. Yeah, decreases sickness when used properly. When used properly. So that would be the doctor, right? We probably need to set up like a medical station? I know it sounds silly, but I guess that's probably how it would work out. Oh, you know what? We have the ginseng tea for fatigue. We also have the fiancé ring if I want to use it. I think the fiancé ring is actually a quest item, though. Don't quote me on that, but I still think that's the reason why I have not used it. We have one ginseng tea for fatigue. Who could use the ginseng tea? I'm going to say probably Bob. Because even if he's depressed, if I keep him over here fishing over and over... Let's see, fatigue. -7 to all skills, depression 1 of 4 overnight. Increases hunger, sickness, fatigue, and injury. And -11 to all mental skills. Well, you're not using mental skills right now. You know what? I need to fish constantly right now for a while, so the ginseng tea on him is not the worst idea out there. It'll bring me up to 17. And now he's up to 81 fishing when he was like at 70 something, right? So that's good. 83 is his cap, so he's at 81. That's going to help me out with the supply, hopefully. No, it still says 0 to 10, but whatever. The affinity isn't too high is the big problem here. Yeah, the affinity is not too high. But he's the only one that's close to actually a fisherman, which would be John Locke over here. Nobody else is actually kind of close to it. I don't think so. Anyway, 28 for Alejandro. 23 for Yuri. Well, I mean, Yuri and this guy get along pretty well, and so does Alice, actually. What if I swapped your wife in here? 0 to 10 still. Yeah. No big deal. So we might as well just have her continue finding fruit with Winters. You are going to find the area. You guys fish. Yuri? This might be the best time to get you some rest, dog, finally. Maybe along with Alejandro. You guys want to have like a powwow? Is a powwow more important or just fatigue? Or just rest? I don't think scavenging is going to be really worth it right now because we are finding next to no food at this point, and his depression and fatigue is so high that even the we're getting diminished returns from it. Depression, fatigue. Let's deal with the tiredness first, and then we'll go with depression afterwards. Alrighty, we good to go? I do believe we're ready. Fire intensity, we have 2 more wood left over, don't have to do that. No maps to check out, and then you have to continue researching. Let's go forward. Oh, please give me a good food, or give me a good fishing haul in here, please. I need that so bad. Fatigue down to 32, and 18. Good enough. Come on, guys. 5 fresh, you know what? That's fine. Halfway marker, I will take it. You guys got me 4 fruit, great. The problem with doing this, obviously, is that fish, if we eat it raw, it's going to make us a bit sick, but that's the only way we're going to be able to feed ourselves momentarily for a while, so we'll have to deal with it. And you brought in a new map at least, great. Alrighty, day 8. I had a bad dream last night. I was living again. Our plane crash, the explosion, people screaming, the horror. But this time you weren't there. I searched and searched among the survivors, but I couldn't find you. I woke up in tears. I thought about it all day long and I came to a conclusion. Despite being really sad about what is happening to us, I'm glad that you survived that. Really? You're glad that your dad survived a horrible crash? Well, shouldn't that be a given? Is it wrong to feel happiness in times like this? No, I mean, you should... Oh, whatever, I don't understand that one. That's a bit weird. I'm glad you survived and you're not dead, Father. Pure and complete sorrow is as impossible as pure and complete joy. If you want to be happy, be. What is it? I'm telling you, Yuri is Aristotle. He's, you know, some sort of like, you know, great philosopher of this whole area. Luckily, Ileana's depression went down for this event here, so that's fine. Oh boy. All those yellow bars worry me a lot. So we have 11 fruit, 2 barely edible meals, and then some fish, which is going to actually cost, let's see, the fish is actually 0 to 3 sickness by chance. I mean, there's a possibility it's not going to make me sick, too, but 0 to 3 per fish. 8 to 12 hunger satisfaction as well. Alrighty, let's see. Let's start off with the terrible ones, and we'll go with probably Yuri. He's a bit closer to the green marker here. Ah, he's in the green now. Perfect. Alrighty. We have 11 fruit as well, which is no sickness, so we have, you know, that as a backup, but we also need some water, too, going forward, so we'll have to be careful with that one. Alrighty, guys. It's not the best meal out here, but let's start tossing them around. Sickness 1, I'll take it. And she's in a green. Let's go with you. And Locke over here, 31, 31, and she's at 39. I could bring somebody down into green, or not. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna go with him, because I might have to go back to scavenging. No. He has to go, he has to still rest a bit more, and him and Jerry are depressed, so they have to have a little bit of a chat here. So they're not gonna be working too much tomorrow, I don't think. So I'm thinking she's still doing researching for the stove. You know what, Bob? Yeah, we have to go with Bob, because he's the one fishing for us. Oh, it's not enough. So Bob, let me give you that one. We still have the dried meat as well. We might as well use that now then. On Winters is actually doing some work for us, finding food with harvesting. And let me give you a bit of fruit as well. Julia's still exploring out there, so she could use some too. Alrighty. That's all I'm going to be using for now. I'm going to hold on to those 5 fruit, and let's go forward. Water remaining is at 18, so the fruit that I have left over is going to actually have to be turned into water pretty soon too. Alrighty. And this marks day number 9. Whew, and we have this map. Let's go check out the map first here. A lost backpack. This could be really helpful. Search. Scavenging 51 for Alejandro. Let's go for it, dog. You're my dude. You're my guy right now. You're not going to probably pass that one, but that's okay. What the hell is that? Is that like a 2-headed rabbit? What the... Man, the animals in this island are so weird, dude. Alright, you search the backpack for something useful. 3 ginseng juice. 3 dried meal. 1 binocular. I'm not sure what the binoculars are for, but ginseng tea is for fatigue. So that's 3 times 20, 60, and then the dried meat is obviously food. Oh, that's a really good come-up for us. Okay. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. You know, it's still looking pretty tough, but now that we have the fishing station, we might be able to pull through, assuming these guys could bring in some good food for us. 0 to 10 is still what we're looking at here. I need to get their affinity to each other higher up, so they could probably bring in some more after a while. But for now, we're gonna wrap it up here. We will continue going forward next time around, and we'll see if we can survive a bit longer. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. It really does mean a lot. I will catch you next time.